This is what a new Arlington High School would look like. And this is what it would cost. $291.4 million, down from the original estimate of $308 million. The high school building committee asking the architect to find additional savings after the estimate was knocked down to $299 million by moving the town's IT, facilities, and comptroller to other buildings. Town manager and committee member Adam Chapdelaine saying it was important to cut where they could and not affect education.
So I think this process has been somewhat exhaustive, and we've gone through a lot of iterations and a lot of meetings. But what we're hoping to achieve by the end is a building that's going to perform like we want it to perform and at the right cost for the taxpayers. Once the architects took a sharper look at it, or the OPM took a sharper look at it, they were common sense, they were easy decisions to make because the function was achieved at a lower cost.
One of the things that's long been desired is a connection here from the Minuteman Bikeway to the high school. It's still in the building project, but they saved about $1 million by changing it from a raised structure to a paved dirt one. That savings and then some put right back into the budget, though, to make the proposed baseball and revamped softball combination sports practice fields out of more durable turf, and a last-minute proposal to put lights in to the tune of $1.5 million. The debate surrounding on the ability to make money from rentals and if it's something that should be added in later on.
A very good chunk of the need for the use is more for the town as opposed to the high school project, and that's why I'm separating it out and voting no.
I would caution against deferring acknowledgement of a true cost to the site and to the building that we might build in, that we may have to pay for somewhere down the line, and then not have the money to do it, and robbing Peter to pay Paul.
With lights ultimately approved, committee members did some further whittling down by switching out materials in some places, such as copper for less expensive brick veneer. Moving the shared school and town payroll department was taken off the table, but the space reduced. The $2 million question then? What to do with those current front of the building columns proposed for a courtyard? The answer, spend significantly less with a possible recreated image of them etched in glass instead.
So we are proposing to remove the money for reuse and restoration of the Column House Fund, right? And add in $200,000 for commemoration of Column House or other historical or artistic use.
There it is.
Savings also coming from cutting historic reuse. Instead of getting the clock inside the tower to work again, simply bringing it safely down for possible future display. But a push to keep an estimated $34,000 in to try to save the interior woodworking from the 1914 Fusco House building stage area succeeded. Principal Matthew Janker's biggest concern, though, that some things like the shape of the library can still change if desired.
Where I'm concerned that we're also hearing, we can't redesign this either because we've made a commitment or it's going to cost more. Does that make sense?
Well, what I heard was we can't put the gym where the theater is. That's the level where we're at. Yeah. We're not where we can't make the library a square as opposed to a rectangle. I never got that message from our meetings here.
But I don't know whether some of these questions I'm asking change costs.
Architects later assuring that things like that wouldn't change costs, and MSBA rules say you can't go over the budget once it's set. But there's no saying it can't go under, which member Frank Callahan urged the board to do.
I said, oh God, they're going to say, oh, put lights in, they're going to put a pool in next, and a hockey rink and a dome over the whole thing. We can laugh, but that's what people think about bodies like this. They think about public construction. They're spending our money and they really don't care. So I think that's important that we convey that to the voters and the people that put us here.
The decision on building the new high school now lying with the state and ultimately town voters. Brenda Mahoney, Arlington Public News.